Hi guys, welcome to episode 3 of Tri-Fivin with Dan. So I had hoped this weekend the weather was going to cooperate and I was going to get to go outside and either sandblast something or weld in one of my floor pans on my little 4-door. But unfortunately, Mother Nature had other plans and this happened. Yep, bummer, huh? Well, eventually warm weather will get here. It should be pretty soon. I think it's next week supposed to be in like the 60s, so hopefully then we'll be able to get some work done. So in the meantime, like I said before, I was going to try to do some part identification videos for you, and I think I'll start doing that now just to get some content out there. So what I want to show you guys tonight is steering wheel differences. Now I know a lot of you guys, you go with the aftermarket steering wheels or the smaller steering wheels, so this might not interest you, but it might. My style for Tri-Fives is I liked the way that GM designed it. That's part of what makes me like these cars, all the little differences and the 50s styling of it. So I'm really interested in this aspect of the car. So my style is basically the car, interior, trim, all that stuff stock, modern engine, disc brakes, stuff like that. But I tend to keep all the original pieces like the steering wheels. So let's start with my 55 here since we're in here. So since this car is a Bel Air, this is the original steering wheel off the car. 55 and 56 had a 3-spoke steering wheel if it was a Bel Air. Now this car was actually an early build 55, so there was actually a couple of differences I'll show you here. So if you pull off the horn cap, right here you can see this hole. What that is that's how you would have held the horn cap to the horn ring. So early 55 steering wheels, there was actually a first design that was held on by these little spring retainer clips. It's just like a 210, I'll show you in here in a little bit. Well, later on in 55, GM designed a second style steering wheel where it actually has a hole in the back of here, and this is actually bolted on. But I'll show you the difference there. So if you have the clip-on style cap, you can put that on any horn ring. But if you have a bolt-on horn ring or a bolt-on horn cap with a first design steering wheel, you won't have the hole that you need to stick the bolt through, so you'd have to drill a hole. But I will show you all the differences with all of them now. Okay guys, so what I have laid out here is I have the two 55, 56 Bel Air and 150 210 steering wheels. Now like I said, 55 actually there was 3 styles, so depending on what horn cap you have depends on which wheel you need. For instance, here is the 55 and 56 Bel Air wheel, but here is the difference like I was telling you, like on my 55 over there. So you see that there? The horn cap on the second style steering wheels were actually bolted to the horn ring, and there's that big hole in the steering wheel that you need to access that. Now here's the first style. If you'll notice, there's the tabs again, and on the back of this horn cap there's actually a threaded lug on the backside that the bolt runs into. So that is a Bel Air, and you'll know that because it has the spoke down the middle. Going over here, you have a 55 and 56, 150 and 210 wheel. Now in the configuration that you see it, because it does have a horn ring, that is going to be a 210. And that's, if it was not a 210, it was a 150. The 150 wheel and the 210 wheel are exactly the same. So they have the little notches on the spokes there. Now the difference here is this. Alright, to turn this wheel into a 150 wheel, this horn ring here gets replaced with this little part here, and this little plastic ring is specific to 150 also. So those are the two different pieces. I mean, you still have the contact plate and everything like that. And I just happen to have an NOS 150 horn button. Now this is for a 56. I actually got this for my 56 window delivery back there. But this would go in this configuration, just like that. So that is what the steering wheel looks like in the 150 configuration. So 55, 56 Bel Air, 3 spokes, 210 with a horn cap, and just the 2-spoke, 150, no horn ring at all, just that horn button. Now, one other thing I will mention is the caps actually have different emblems also. Like here's the one out of my 55 over there. So it's a Bel Air V8 car. So that's the emblem you'll have for a Bel Air V8. It's got the V and it's gold designating Bel Air. If it was a 210 V8, it would be the same exact emblem, but it would be silver. This car, as you can tell, this car was originally a 6-cylinder because it just has the crest. It doesn't have the V, and it's silver. This car, now that one used to be gold, you can kind of tell, but that was a V8. Same thing though, however. If it was a 6-cylinder Bel Air, that would have been that emblem, but it would have been gold. Alright, let's move on to the 57 wheels. Alright, here we go. Here's our 57 wheels. So just like 55 and 56, 57s, there was 2 different steering wheels depending on model. So this is your Bel Air 210 wheel. Now this is the difference between 55 and 56, where 150 and 210 shared a steering wheel. It was the opposite in 57. 210 and Bel Air shared a wheel. And literally the only difference was the emblem right there. So Bel Air with a horn ring, 210 with a horn ring. Now the one slight difference that I have seen 150 steering wheels with a horn ring like this, and it actually said 150 across it. And what I've heard is that was actually the Canadian version. They had the same steering wheel for all 3 models. They just had their own plastic emblem to put inside the Bel Air 210 cap. Okay, so this is our 150 steering wheel. Now these are pretty hard to find. A lot harder than those anyways. Now the easy way to tell these is if we take the horn ring off. This one's bolted down, but you can see that in here it's completely flat. So when you take this horn ring off, there's a big cutout all through here. Now a 150 wheel, it's shaped just the same, but it would almost be like if you cut that ridge out right here, that would be what a Bel Air 210 wheel looks like. And that would be your horn cap. So just like the 55 and 56, 150s actually didn't use a horn ring, like I said, unless it was a Canadian car. And these, the horn button, there's a contact right here that looks like this. So that's your special horn contact for a 57 150 wheel. That just bolts right in here, like that. And then your horn cap snaps into it. I mean, there's a few more pieces, but that's the basic ideas of it. So that's your big difference there. Bel Air 210, 150. Okay, now I have a little bit of fun trivia for you. And this is the kind of stuff that I think is really cool. So, in Canada, 55, 67, Canadian Pontiacs, those were essentially Chevrolets. They used the same frame, same engine, same Chevy seat, along with the steering wheel. So here's what they did. So Pontiac of Canada used a Chevrolet steering wheel, and in the 55, 56 case, they used the Bel Air wheel. So all 55 Canadian Pontiacs had a 55, 56 Chevy wheel. What they did is they used the Chevy horn ring, but they designed their own horn cap. If you can see in there, there's the Indian head, to bolt right on to the 55, 56 Chevy horn ring. Likewise in 57. So they used the 210 Bel Air wheel, and they designed their own emblem here. Let me shut this light off. There you go, you can see that a lot better now. So that is a 57 Chevy horn cap with an emblem that Pontiac designed to fit the Chevy cap, just like that. So if you ever wanted to stick something on your car to make people scratch their head, that would do it. Alright guys, so that's what I had for you for today. So I hope you found that entertaining, maybe learned something. If not, hopefully I'll have something for you soon that you might enjoy. Like I said, I know a lot of you guys don't use stock steering wheels, but it's kind of just fun information to have. But check this out. This is my latest pile of stuff I brought in. I'm always bringing stuff home. People are always calling me. I get a lot of the stuff given to me, believe it or not, because guys just don't want it, so I drag it home. And so I have an abundance of stuff here. So a couple steering gear boxes, some stainless trim, 57 dash, and a couple of 57 columns. So if you guys are ever in need of parts or anything like that, just drop me a line in the comments. I might have it for you. You never know. I trade parts with guys all the time. You know, I like to help people out, try to get their cars together. The more on the road and more fixed up, the more that hopefully is here for future generations. So, again, I really appreciate you guys watching. I hope you guys like and subscribe, share this video. That kind of gives me the ambition to get out and make some more videos for you. Hopefully the weather's going to cooperate here pretty soon, so I can get out and actually do some substantial videos of some of the body work, panel replacement, engine and transmission mounting, rebuilding chassis, stuff like that, control arms. I do all that stuff. So this is just kind of stuff to get me, just something for me to do, just so I can kind of show you guys what I like to do. So anyways, I hope you guys have a good night, and I'll see you soon. Thanks.